Well, hello everyone and welcome to the final FSR video of 2017. We are here at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache for the final round of the season, and qualifying went well. I qualified P9 even though I felt like I had a little bit more in me, but still P9, considering my past two qualifying sessions, I was quite pleased with. So as you can see, I line up on the grid. High hopes for this race considering where I'm qualifying, but I do start on the option tyre, which is not the ideal situation. As you can see, we're just waiting for the rest of the cars and the lights are on. Lights out and away we go. We get a reasonable start off the line, but we actually had to back off a little bit due to Mark Hutchinson not getting the best of starts. There's a little bit of a block against turn 1, but Eugene van Loggenberg has got through into P9, so we have lost a position, unfortunately. As you can see, he's running side by side with Mayur, and now heading up towards the Descida de Largo, and we have slotted in P10, so not the worst start that it could be. At least we survived the first corner, but not far from the best. So we are currently in P10. We are following Van Loggenberg and Mayur for the next few laps, but as you can see, they've had a slight coming together at turn 1, and we have managed to take P8. Obviously, I say thank you very much, and I take P8. So, I had high hopes at this point because other drivers were doing 2 stops ahead, I was aware. But as you can see, we are defending from Mayur, heading into the first corner. There's a little bit of contact. Please put your opinion in the comments on whether you think that was his fault or my fault, because it did lose me time and lose me any chance I had in defending that position. So I did lose a position. The stewards will be having a look at that. As you can see, I've come into the pits for my one and only stop. Changing to the prime tyre, obviously. Not the most conventional way to stop in our box, if we're kind of pointed towards the garage. So long stop, obviously we have to be fueled to the end of the race. So we exit the pits in around P15. Obviously there are many cars yet to pit ahead of us, but several laps later it became apparent that my strategy was broken, because that's Gerloff De Vries and Cameron Roger, who were way behind me before the pits, and they were one-stopping, but due to the fact that they were changing to options and they had a shorter stop, I was jumped by like 5 cars in the pit stops, which really frustrated me, to be quite honest. And even the 2 stops were ahead. That's how broken my strategy was. Starting on options and doing a 1-stop was really not the right strategy. And we were initially ahead of Gerloff De Vries, but obviously he was on the fresher options, so we had no hope of defending that position. So we were down to P13, and it did shock me how I made no mistakes and drove at reasonable pace, and still they were able to jump me. That's how broken the strategy I did was. But we crossed the line to finish P13, which is a very disappointing end to the season, especially as we scored one more point, we would have broken the top 20 in the drivers' standings. And that sucked. So I'm kind of hoping that someone ahead did something stupid enough to warrant a penalty that will promote me. But that has been it for my FSR videos for this year. Thank you very much for watching. And, of course, special thanks to all the admins, as I posted on the FSR forums, for giving us a fantastic experience. And one thing I want to recommend, if you're thinking of R-Factor 2 racing, join FSR. I mean, the experience you get in FSR is a whole world away from what you get when racing on Codemasters games. It's just so much better. There's so much more to think about. It's just so much better. So I recommend all sim racers out there, give FSR a go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you for my next video.